Deep in a Baghdad museum, behind glass and under the watchful eyes of history, sits a small, unassuming clay pot, known as the Baghdad Battery. At first glance, it looks like any other ancient artifact, but its true nature has puzzled scientists and historians for decades. This ancient jar, believed to be over 2,000 years old, contains a copper cylinder and an iron rod, carefully assembled inside the clay vessel. The craftsmanship suggests a purpose beyond simple storage or decoration. When filled with vinegar or another acidic liquid, the device produces a small but measurable electric charge, enough to create a spark. This discovery has led to endless speculation about its original use. Why did the Parthians, who ruled the region at the time, need electricity? What could they have possibly powered with such a device, centuries before the modern understanding of electricity? Some researchers suggest it was used for electroplating, coating silver objects with a thin layer of gold. If true, this would mean the Parthians possessed a level of technological sophistication far ahead of their era, rivaling techniques not seen again until the 19th century. Yet the Baghdad Battery is just one of many enigmatic artifacts scattered across the globe, objects that challenge our understanding of what ancient civilizations were capable of achieving. Consider the precisely cut stones of Pumapunku in Bolivia, where massive blocks fit together with such accuracy that even a razor blade can't slip between them. Or the mysterious Nazca Lines in Peru, enormous geoglyphs etched into the desert floor, so vast they can only be fully appreciated from the sky. Their purpose and construction remain unsolved puzzles. These anomalies force us to rethink what ancient people were truly capable of. Were they simply more ingenious than we give them credit for, or is there something we're missing? Evidence points to advanced mathematics, engineering, and astronomy, skills that seem almost impossible for their era, hinting at knowledge that may have been lost or forgotten over time. When conventional explanations fall short, a bold idea emerges. What if our ancestors had help from beyond this world? Could visitors from the stars have shared their knowledge with early humans? This is where history blurs into science fiction, and the ancient astronaut theory takes root, inviting us to imagine a past where the impossible might have been possible. It's a controversial claim, often dismissed by mainstream scholars, but for the curious and the open-minded, it's an irresistible invitation to explore the unknown and question everything we think we know. So let's dive deeper into the mystery. Did ancient civilizations have a direct line to the stars, or were they simply masters of ingenuity and innovation? The answers may be waiting, hidden in the shadows of history. The ancient astronaut theory exploded into pop culture during the space race, when humanity was obsessed with the stars. Eric von Daniken's asked, what if ancient gods were actually extraterrestrials, and their miracles were misunderstood technology? The theory reinterprets myths of gods in fiery chariots as eyewitness accounts of alien visitors. It offers answers to enduring mysteries. How did Egyptians build the pyramids? How did ancient astronomers map the stars so precisely? Believers see these as gifts from advanced civilizations, not mere human achievement. Critics argue it underestimates our ancestors, but for many, the theory opens the door to a universe teeming with life. The debate was on, and the battle lines were drawn. On one side of this age-old debate, believers see evidence of alien contact everywhere, hidden in plain sight, woven into the very fabric of our ancient past. From mysterious artwork on cave walls and cryptic symbols etched in stone, to legends passed down through generations, they find clues that suggest humanity was visited, even guided, by beings from beyond our world. They point to ancient texts, describing flying machines, and to artwork that seems to depict objects in the sky that defy explanation by conventional history. Believers highlight global anomalies, puzzling similarities in ancient sites separated by oceans, as proof of a shared history with extraterrestrials, suggesting a lost chapter in human civilization. Skeptics, however, approach these mysteries with a different mindset. They rely on Occam's razor, arguing that the simplest explanation is usually correct, and that extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. They argue that ancient achievements, no matter how impressive, were possible with human ingenuity, determination, and clever engineering techniques, rather than outside intervention. Every artifact, from the enigmatic Baghdad Battery to the precisely carved stones of Pumapunku, is, in their view, the result of human innovation, each with a plausible explanation rooted in the context of its time. The real challenge, both sides agree, is interpretation. A single carving could be seen as a spaceman in a suit, or simply a king in ceremonial dress. A fiery chariot could be a metaphor or a literal depiction of something unexplainable. There's no definitive proof, only circumstantial evidence, ambiguous artifacts, and endless speculation that leaves room for doubt and wonder. This tension fuels a passionate debate. Believers often accuse skeptics of lacking imagination or being unwilling to question established narratives, while skeptics counter that believers are twisting facts, seeing patterns where none exist, and letting fantasy cloud their judgment. It's a classic intellectual showdown. Extraordinary claims on one side, and the unyielding demand for extraordinary proof on the other. And so, the rest of us are left to wonder, which version of history, if any, truly holds the key to our mysterious past? Egypt's pyramids are marvels of scale and precision, millions of massive stones perfectly aligned to true north. Mainstream Egyptology credits human ingenuity, but ancient astronaut theorists see evidence of advanced knowledge and possible outside help. The Great Pyramid's star-aligned shafts and mysterious hieroglyphs, some resembling modern vehicles, fuel speculation. Egyptologists explain these as accidents or symbolic art, but believers see blueprints of lost technology. The truth? Egypt's obsession with the stars and afterlife is clear, but the logistics remain mind-boggling. There's no direct evidence of alien intervention, but the flawless execution keeps the mystery alive. Egypt blurs the line between human genius and the impossible. The debate endures. In Central America, the Maya were master astronomers and mathematicians. Their calendar could track dates millions of years, and their pyramids, like El Castillo, functioned as cosmic observatories. Ancient astronaut theorists argue their knowledge was a gift from sky beings, gods like Kukulkan, interpreted as visitors from the stars. Mayan art depicts figures with elongated skulls and strange apparatus, fueling speculation. Historians see symbolism, believers see snapshots of alien contact. The Mayas' achievements, tracking celestial cycles, inventing zero, are undeniable. Did they do it alone or with help from above? Like Egypt, their temples stand as monuments to a mystery. The question remains, were the Maya guided by cosmic teachers? The evidence is open to interpretation. In ancient India, Sanskrit texts like the Mahabharata and Ramayana describe flying machines, vimanas, and devastating weapons. Some texts detail their construction and propulsion, sounding eerily like modern aircraft manuals. The Mahabharata's Brahmastra weapon is described with effects similar to nuclear fallout. Skeptics call this poetic exaggeration, but believers see it as evidence of advanced technology or even ancient warfare between alien factions. Mainstream scholars view these as foundational myths, not history. But the ancient astronaut theory reads them as lost chapters of a technological past. Did gods wage cosmic battles over ancient India? The debate between myth and history continues. The sarcophagus lid of Mayan King Pakal the Great has become a lightning rod for ancient astronaut theories, sparking fascination and controversy for decades. This single artifact, discovered deep within the Temple of the Inscriptions in Palenque, Mexico, has inspired countless books, documentaries, and heated debates. When viewed upright, the lid reveals Pakal descending the world tree into the underworld, a classic Mayan motif representing the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. The intricate carvings are a testament to the Mayan mastery of symbolism and storytelling through art. But when the lid is turned sideways, a different image emerges. Suddenly, Pakal appears to be piloting a mysterious machine, his hands gripping what look like controls, one foot pressing a pedal, a tube extending to his nose, and what seemed to be flames or exhaust below him. This striking Palenque astronaut interpretation became iconic in pop culture, suggesting that Pakal was not just a king, but perhaps an ancient traveler ascending to the stars in a spacecraft, bridging the gap between myth and science fiction. For believers in the ancient astronaut theory, the lid is nothing less than a blueprint for space travel, a tantalizing clue that advanced visitors may have influenced ancient civilizations. But for scholars and archaeologists, Every element on the lid is steeped in traditional Mayan cosmology. Each symbol, gesture, and motif carefully explained by centuries of cultural meaning and religious belief. The so-called rocket is actually the sacred world tree, a central axis in Mayan mythology connecting the heavens, earth, and underworld. The flames beneath Pakal are mythic monsters, guardians of the underworld, not rocket exhaust. And the supposed controls are ritual hand gestures, deeply rooted in Mayan religious practice. Critics argue that the astronaut theory is a modern projection, a case of seeing what we want to see in the art of a distant culture, rather than understanding it on its own terms. Yet the image is so visually compelling, so evocative of cosmic adventure, that it continues to fuel debate and inspire wonder around the world. Is Pakal's journey a literal voyage to the stars, or a symbolic passage through the realms of Mayan belief? The question lingers, inviting us to look closer and imagine. Ultimately, the answer depends on your perspective. The mystery of Pakal's lid endures, a testament to the power of ancient art to spark curiosity and debate across generations. After exploring pyramids, temples, and ancient texts, one thing is clear. We still don't have definitive proof of ancient alien contact. The debate is a tug-of-war between skepticism and the desire to believe in something extraordinary. Our ancestors achieved incredible feats, but persistent anomalies remain. The ancient astronaut theory connects these mysteries, offering a cosmic narrative for human history. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, the conversation pushes us to question, investigate, and appreciate the unknown. History is a living investigation, not a closed book. Ultimately, the search for ancient aliens is a search for ourselves and our place in the universe. The mystery endures because we keep looking up and asking, are we alone? The journey doesn't end here. This is just the beginning. We've explored Egypt, the Maya, and India, but countless mysteries remain worldwide. From Easter Island's Moai to Japan's Yonaguni ruins, every culture has its enigmas. Now it's your turn. Do you believe in ancient alien contact, or is it all human genius? Ask questions, explore, and investigate. Your curiosity is a vital part of this global puzzle. Visit museums, read ancient texts, and look at the evidence yourself. The next great discovery could be yours. Share your theories and questions below. Let's keep the conversation going. The quest to understand our past is the greatest adventure of all. The expedition is yours now. Good luck and never stop searching.